Welcome to homeworklib.
Which of the following coordinates represent the line segment XY after a geometric translation of AB in the direction of ray AB, where A has coordinates -3, -2, and B has coordinates -1, -6, given that X has coordinates 1, 4, and Y has coordinates 3, -1. Option A, X prime with coordinates 3, 0, Y prime with coordinates 5, -5. Option B, X prime with coordinates -3, 6, Y prime with coordinates 5, -5. Option C, X prime with coordinates 3, 0, Y prime with coordinates -1, 1. Or option D, X prime with coordinates -1, 8, Y prime with coordinates 1, 3. In the figure, we can see that the line segment XY has been drawn on the coordinate grid, and we are told that this line segment is translated. We can recall that any translation can be thought of as a change in the horizontal and vertical displacement, and generally this will be given to us in these terms. However, here we are told the translation in terms of a ray from A to B. Let's consider this ray PQ. As we know the direction, we're going from P to Q, then we can see how knowing 2 points and the direction of travel between them will allow us to determine the horizontal and vertical displacement that this must be. Whatever the displacement is on the given ray AB in the question will be the same displacement or the same translation that we must apply to the line segment XY. And it might be useful to draw out this line segment XY onto a larger grid so we can fit in all the important coordinates onto it. So here we have a copy of the grid with the line segment XY. We can then plot the points A at coordinates -3, -2 and B at coordinates -1, -6. We can join A and B to create the ray AB. We can now determine the horizontal and vertical displacement between A and B. Since we are going from A to B, the horizontal displacement will be 2 units, and this is a positive value of 2 units because the direction is to the right. We can also see this if we use the coordinates of A and B directly. Because we are going from point A to point B, we subtract the x coordinate of A from that of B, which also gives us 2. This is the horizontal displacement of the ray AB. Now let's do the same to find the vertical displacement. Using the graph, we can see that this is a vertical displacement of 4 units downwards. Using the coordinates, we could calculate the y-coordinate of B, subtract the y-coordinate of A, which gives us a vertical displacement of -4. And the negative here would indicate that the direction is downwards, as we see on the graph. If the vertical displacement from these coordinates was positive, the translation would be upwards. Now we can apply the translation of 2 units right and 4 units downwards to the line segment XY, and we can do this by taking each point in turn. Taking the point X, it moves 2 units to the right and 4 units down. As this point is the image of X, we can label it X prime, and it has the coordinates 3, 0. We can then perform the same translation of 2 units right and 4 units down on point Y, which gives us the new point Y prime at the coordinates 5, -5. Joining these coordinates would create the new line segment X prime Y prime, which is the same length and at the same orientation as the original line segment XY. And so the point x prime at the coordinates 3, 0 and point y prime at coordinates 5, -5 is the answer to the question, and also the answer given in option A.